The most inhumane conditions imaginable. That's how some human rights activists describe the life of a British girl who claims she's been locked up in a cage in Saudi Arabia by her own dad. And they're calling on the UK Foreign Office to put every possible pressure on Riyadh to return her to the UK. 21-year-old Amina Al-Jafari was born and raised in Wales. She left the UK to live in Saudi Arabia at the age of 16. She has both British and Saudi nationality and was allegedly caged by her father in Saudi Arabia after she was seen kissing a boy in public. She claims her father beats and starves her and keeps her locked up in their flat. Amina does have lawyers who took legal action to protect her in the UK.
She's a British national adult who is in trouble overseas, in peril, as the judge put it. The arm of the English law should stretch that far to give her protection. For a long time she had been without her own access to telephone, her iPhone. There was a visitor with her at that time, and she was in the house. She was allowed the freedom to be outside of the cage, or at the caged part of the building, and that's how she managed to take that photograph and send it to her friend.
Well, Britain's High Court has ruled that Amina must be allowed to return to the UK. But the judge admitted there's nothing the court can do to enforce the order. Adding to the scepticism is the silence from British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, who was asked to intervene by an MP for Swansea, at the Welsh city where Amina used to live. The reaction from the Foreign Office has also been restrained. It says it's been providing help to Amina and will continue to. And Middle East expert Jawad Fayrouz explains what he thinks lies behind the muted response.
It is so clear there is Hippocratic diplomacy in such cases. We know that the British authorities, verbally, they said that they defend our human rights, but when it comes to their allies, especially the GCC allies, and particularly Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain, it is so clear they forget about all these claims. Unfortunately, the mutual interest based on any type of the investments or the military deal with Saudi Arabia, this is given more priority than any type of the principles. So I think in our clear case for Amina Al-Jafari, and if she was in any other country, definitely the position of the United Kingdom toward her rights could be more stronger than the condition here in Saudi Arabia.
And the military deals which Mr. Fayrouz mentioned just there include that of the vast arms trade. Since 2010, Britain has sold nearly £7 billion worth of weapons to Saudi Arabia. Now, most recently, the shipments included the likes of drones, choppers and other aircraft, as well as various bombs, missiles and armoured vehicles. Human rights groups say some of these weapons have been used in the bombing of Yemen, where Saudi Arabia has been repeatedly accused of committing war crimes.